announcements. Now let's get on to the exciting part, and let's hear from our featured artist for the month of November. She's going to tell us all about the Gardener's Mistress. Let's welcome Margaret Miller.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you so much for coming. I was asked to speak about the painting and the process, and so anyway, a couple of people asked me beforehand, well, how long have you been working on this body of work? So it's been about 3 years, and it was really a journey, because I used to paint more traditional landscapes, more kind of like impressionistic landscapes, and I really wanted to go a little bit deeper. I didn't want to just paint something, like a scene, something I saw out there. I really wanted to kind of explore what was in my mind or in my heart, So, but I couldn't really get too much away from landscapes, so that's why you kind of see the landscape theme. But as I was painting, everybody kept saying, well, pick a theme. And I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. So I kept painting to try and feel like, well, what's inside? What are you trying to say? What are you trying to do? And the more I painted, the more I began to kind of feel, what was in my heart about the environment and the things that we're going through today, and like kind of the topsy-turvy world that we live in. But one thing that's always consistent, and as people, or like me, we think we have control of everything, but we really don't. And the environment, or the earth, or the weather is so important. Like even like tonight, I was thinking, oh, I hope it doesn't rain. I hope it doesn't rain. And it really impacts everybody. And we think we're in charge, whether you think, oh, we're going to get this pollution thing straightened out, or oh, we're not, or whatever you feel about nature. It's like kind of a give and take, like a play. You try to make things better, or maybe you don't. Maybe it's one of those days it's raining and you just want to run to the car or whatever. You've had enough of the news. You just want to go home. But it impacts everybody every day, how you feel about nature. And so most of my work, or not most, all of my work is done in oil. I switched this time from canvas to, this particular painting is on canvas. There's a few canvas paintings, but I switched to wood because it's easier, or it's not necessarily easier, but I found I could work better with the oil as far as using my palette knife. I paint mainly with a palette knife, and I tried using some cold wax and some alkyd medium, and I really like that. I'm going to continue to pursue that. And then some people ask me, what's up with that title? The Gardener's Mistress. And I just feel like it's kind of personal, it's like mysterious, like who takes care of who, Is it us taking care of the environment, or the environment taking care of us, And it's kind of a play back and forth, just like my paintings, trying to figure out what's inside, and what comes out on the canvas. And and the title also, I hope, will invoke in people's minds, like, what do they think the title means? It's just like up to you, really. But so that's where the title came from. So, any questions?
There's one way back there.
Way back here. So,
Yeah.
Painting on birch is really interesting to me. Did you have to prepare, because I think the wood and sap and all the problems with that, did you have to prepare the birch?
I usually either, all the small ones, I always paint them with shellac first and let that dry. It keeps, kind of keeps the oil from seeping in. And then the big ones, I usually paint them with one solid coat of color, And that seems to prepare the surface.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes.
I'm interested in how you got the squares. When
Okay.
I first started looking over here, I thought, oh, she's using a brush or something that's that. But then I got it over there, the one small one in the corner on the floating wall.
Yeah.
It looks like it was cut apart and appliqued or collaged.
Okay, the squares are, well, let me back up. I kind of go, the first process is I just block in the shapes. I get it started. And then I might do a little bit more, but then I go in with a sharp object and I put in the grid lines. And then I work back and forth. I will make some areas darker and some areas lighter. I will cover up the grid lines in a few places, or maybe make them more distinct in other places, and till it kind of fits together. Yeah. Thank you. Anything? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you all so much.